Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul, and you're watching me on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, Alpha Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I usually come up with new ideas and try to inform you of latest development, whatever is happening in the contemporary world, because I strongly believe that if you keep up with the latest development, understanding whatever is going on, having an intuitive mindset to understand exactly whatever is happening in the current realm, is it happening with a better perspective, the development that should happen in our society or in our world or in our country, everywhere. We should have a good insight, especially about our own self. Sometimes it becomes really important to understand our own self, internal world as well, because outer world is the reflection of our internal world. Whatever we think about ourselves, whatever actions we take based on our intuitive mindset or our decisions, the same will reflect in physical reality. And this is true. Today I'll be talking about something metaphysics, something out of rationality. That doesn't mean that if you are talking about metaphysics, sometimes, a spiritual realm, if you are discussing that, it doesn't mean that everything has to be rational, because we have limited ourselves. Our understanding of science and technology is still evolving, and we have not been able to decipher everything in the field of quantum mechanics or in the field of metaphysics. We cannot deal with that rationally, and that is why these are things which are irrational. We usually see that in our contemporary world, and that is why I have to iterate that these are the metaphysics things, because if we are vehicle, humans and other living beings are vehicle of this universe, of this planet. We're trying to form a change into the world, we are the vehicles of that. But we have to understand exactly that there are a lot of forces working behind every action, and every result. Whatever is happening in the contemporary world, we have to feel that there are a lot of processes going on in the domain or in the dimension, whatever you say, it is going on, and that is what we have to understand. Because if a body functions, that doesn't mean it is only a distinct body, but there are a lot of thousands of bacteria and other living beings are working within you to make you function. And the same is true with all the happenings. The planet is running because of the real alignment, because of the light that is coming from sun. So everyone is dependent on each other, and a lot of processes are happening in the world which are keeping the world going. But some other people who think of themselves that they have deciphered everything, we are still on the verge of understanding everything. And because of their limited understanding, yeah, they should be having gratitude, because whatever they have got, it is really good. But what happens when they feel jealousy? It confines them into a domain where they won't be able to see intuitively deep in. They will not have good insights, and where they make mistakes. They are signing up. They are doing something different. Their career is different, but they are signing up for disease and other kind of promotions for a reason, to make others debilitate, to make others believe in, to drop others in problem, to reflect that kind of senses. It happens because we have to understand that there are a lot of entities working in and out of existence in the real dimensions. We have to understand that a space could have real fabric. It has a really made of certain fabrics. Even science has discovered that there are very tiny piercing, enveloped kind of things, maybe, when you warp the space, this is called warp drive, you'll be able to move the spaces between, you know so these are the things that happens, and that's why we have to believe in that there are more processes that are going on, and that they are the people that they understood something about it, and now they started duping other intelligent beings, or other intelligent entities according to their will. They are confined. Maybe their family would have suffered because of the motor problem or whatever happened in their family, because of the genes problem. It may be, but the person who have stranded spiritually, who have got fear of mind, in that domain, who have to stray, their family has to stray. They are in more problem. They are in more pain, that you have to understand. They have gone through more pain that you can't even imagine, much pain, because mind, fear of mind is a dimension where the intensity of pain cannot be weighed. Physical pain is something else, but when you'll have fear in your mind and you'll dive deeper, if you'll dive deeper, you'll understand exactly the fear of mind. And if that dimension will stray, it will give more pain. So leave it all about, we do not discuss here family problems. If you are really old and you are going to die in recent years, why you are spreading chaos to other people who are in young birth, signing up for disease, and you are not able to invent something special even till now, and you are signing up for disease, cancer and something like that, promoting that kind of thing, little things, all to indirectly tell someone that this is happening. You have to understand exactly that we don't have such kind of political experience, but we are on the verge of deciphering everything intuitively. That is why I have more than 30 years of experience, and I know that it is profound experience. If you have gone through that process, and if you are good intuitive mindset, spiritually if you are developed, you will be able to decipher quite everything. Everything comes in front of you, and you know that what kind of energy they are resonating in, and what kind of mindset they would have. Whatever they say, you decipher point to point, and this is the essence of awakening. Your intuitive mind, your insights get deeper. You will be able to decipher everything in one instance. Energy paradigm, everything will change, and you will see that whatever mindset others are resonating, or with the energy others are resonating, you'll be able to decipher that. These are the insights of a developed person and an awakened being. This is what you have to understand. If you are going on that way path, you will understand exactly. That's why I'm talking about metaphysics, and many an experienced person will only will understand. Nobody else can decipher that. Metaphysics is something, they won't be able to understand who don't have a real experience of life. That's why it takes time, and many person won't be able to understand. That's why I previously mentioned that everything cannot be discussed rationally, and if you want to find rational, then watch my different videos, rational truths. Many videos are there, talking about everyday life and how to face constraint that are coming in your life, how to counteract, all those problems which comes, with money, and how to earn more money, how to invest in stocks, how to find better opportunity in the world, how to foster business. I've talked about everything. If you want to find rationality, you can go and watch my videos. But many times I know that, because developments happen only if the constraints of dimensions, the fog that is surrounded on your intuitive ability to decipher, or the fog of the spaces, between happening and non-happenings that are happening, if that veil will be omitted, then only we can do something great, to bring randomness, to bring mobility, to bring movement. We know that what happens when someone awakens, or what happens exactly with the energy if the fog gets dissipated or something illuminates the dimensions in a space, what happens. We know exactly how development happens. We all are vehicle, but we know exactly how intuitive insights come, how we can invent something new, and what happens in big changes, how big changes unfolds. When you will have intuitive insight, you can understand exactly that those things that physical happening and invention are not much more important. Rather, the dissipation of the fog energy, of negative energy, is more important. You will understand exactly when you will have experience. Then only the development will take place. When you will have the ability to understand exactly whatever is going on around you, or whatever language you are reading, if you will be able to understand exactly all these things, it will become easier for you to invent with that knowledge something special. But when you don't have power to decipher all these things, you feel pressure here, then this becomes difficult. We know exactly what happens, what are the problems of energies, and that's why I'm discussing here the truth. It has taken me more than almost a year to make two black men, two Nazis. What are the importance of truth, and what would be the result of disguising? It took me almost 1 year, and they now understand exactly whatever they are doing, and they are coming on path. But what happened later on? Other people who should have inventing something new, he got in jealous, becoming Oppenheimer, second Oppenheimer. Why the same country is producing such kind of science inventors, or whatever you say, such kind of Oppenheimers again and again? Maybe some country could be developed, some country are still developing, but our country still have a huge population, demographic population, a huge population, and you want to bomb our country? You want to become Oppenheimer? Take wise decisions. We don't intervene in your own everyday affairs. Why are you intervening in ours? Thank you for listening to me.